Enter Darren Watkins Jr., better known as iShowSpeed. In 2021, his name didn't just pop up, it exploded. But rewind a few years and you'd find a regular high schooler just streaming to a handful of viewers. Back in 2016, Speed started uploading content, but it was only during the pandemic when the world slowed down that he sped up. He wasn't like other streamers. His content wasn't polished. It was loud, wild, unpredictable. One minute he's scoring goals on FIFA, the next he's literally barking into the camera. When Speed got banned on Twitch for controversial behavior, most people would have panicked. Not him. He just moved his entire operation to YouTube and doubled down. His subscriber count skyrocketed. His name everywhere. By 2022, iShowSpeed had become a full-on cultural phenomenon. Why did this chaotic kid with a camera capture the internet's attention? Simple. He was different, and he was relentless. In an interview on Club Shay Shay,
I kind of gave up on school.
Right.
I kind of gave up on school. I kind of gave up on everything that I had to my old life and just put everything onto my stream. I streamed.
Speed revealed a truth that most people aren't ready to hear. I gave up on school, gave up on everything, and just put everything into streaming. Most people tiptoe into their passions. Speed bulldozed in. Streaming wasn't a side hustle. It was his entire life. Every waking hour went into creating, entertaining, and being a one-man roller coaster for millions of viewers. But here's the catch. His family didn't always support that dream. Eventually, the constant noise and all-night broadcasts led his mom to kick him out. And for many, that might have been the end of the road. Not Speed. He packed up, moved in with his dad in Detroit and kept streaming. Even harder. No excuses, no breaks, just pure, unfiltered grind. And that grind, it paid off. By the time he was 17, he wasn't just successful, he was a millionaire. You'd think that a teenager suddenly making more than most people see in a decade would go wild. Designer clothes, flashy cars, over-the-top flexes. But Speed's first big purchase wasn't a Lambo, it was a house. For his mom. He didn't even realize how much he was making at the time. He was too locked into the stream, too focused on building something bigger than just a bank account. He wasn't chasing money, he was chasing meaning. And that's rare in an era of quick fame and even quicker fades. So how did he do it? Let's break it down. First, he was all in. No backup plan. No what if. Just one goal, succeed or nothing. Second, he was authentic. Whether he was screaming in joy or rage, what you saw was exactly what you got. The internet, as strange as it can be, craves realness, and Speed delivered that in excess. Third, he showed up every day.
And I see that, a piece of rat. I mean, not a piece of rat. It was a rat,
That consistency made him algorithm-proof. People kept coming back, not for the games, but for the experience. Fourth, he embraced chaos. The internet doesn't reward normal, it rewards memorable. Speed was the walking definition of viral content. From FIFA to horror games to World Cup live streams, he was everywhere. Speed isn't just a streamer anymore. He's a global icon. From racking up billions of views to showing up courtside at sports events to becoming an accidental ambassador in China, this kid has gone international. And yet, at his core, he's still that same wild teenager in front of a camera, shouting into the void, hoping someone out there laughs. His journey isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. It's not about being the most talented, it's about being unignorable. Now, is this story a blueprint? Not exactly. We're not telling you to quit school, start barking online, and hope for the best. But there are real lessons here. Obsession outpaces talent. Speed didn't start as the best, but he showed up every day. 2. Authenticity wins. He didn't put on an act. He was the act. 3. Ignore the noise. When life kicked him down, literally out of his house, he streamed harder. 4. Play the long game. While others chased quick views, he built a fan base. He didn't grow because of one viral moment. He grew because he earned it, one stream at a time. Speed's story also proves something much bigger. The creator economy is real. It's not just influencers and trends. It's a legitimate career path. 10 years ago, saying you wanted to be a YouTuber would have gotten you laughed out of most classrooms. Today, it might be the smartest move in the digital age. Speed tapped into something powerful: attention. And in the internet economy, attention is currency. He didn't just get rich from ads. He got sponsorships, brand deals, merch, and more. And while nobody can predict the next iShowSpeed, one thing is clear: the age of the creator has only just begun. Let's take a moment to really reflect on what Speed's story represents. In a world filled with distractions, multitasking, and playing it safe, there's something raw and admirable about someone who says, "This is what I love. This is all I'm going to do." It's risky. It's bold. It's not for everyone. But the biggest rewards often come from the biggest bets. And Speed? He bet on himself. While friends were out partying or taking summer jobs, while others gave up after 10 viewers, he shouted his way to 10 million. Was it smooth? Definitely not. But real success rarely is. That's the hidden truth about internet fame. What looks like overnight success is almost always years of hidden work. Streams no one watched, videos no one liked, days with no views, no feedback, no traction. But he kept showing up. And that, more than anything else, is why iShowSpeed is where he is today. His journey isn't a fluke. It's a case study in obsession, consistency, and insane self-belief. And in today's digital world, that might be the real blueprint to success. So whether you're a student with a side hustle, a creator struggling to grow, or just someone wondering if it's worth chasing that crazy dream, let Speed be a reminder. You don't need the perfect plan. You just need to start. Be bold, be loud, be relentless. Because the world might not notice you at first, but if you keep showing up one day, it just might not be able to ignore you.